Good morning, and thank you for joining me again for a sound meditation, which I'd like to offer for today. And for those of you that are still new to the experience of sound meditation, I'd like to think of it as a way to not necessarily stop your thoughts, but allow your thoughts to be more in a state that's a little bit more, let's say, resourceful and a little bit more productive and constructive rather than destructive. And so, with so much that's been going on, in our lives over these last several weeks, it's important to really take time as often as we can to hit the reset button. It's not that things are automatically going to be better overnight, but the fact is, every single minute of every hour of every day is an opportunity to hit the reset button and just kind of come back to neutral, whatever that looks like for you. And so I've always thought that the easiest way is to take a nice deep breath in and let it out. But sometimes we need a little bit of extra help, some training wheels, if you will. And that's where I feel that the sound meditation component can be very helpful. The tones just have a way of kind of assisting the mind and being less rigidly attached to conscious thoughts and distractions. And it can take some practice for some people, and that's okay. We have time. So certainly feel free to explore these different sound meditations, not only the ones that I've been posting recently, but also the ones that are available from the different meditation albums that I have. Two that I've collaborated with Joseph Carringer of Ditch Therapy, including one live workshop that we recorded together at the River Guild in Concord, as well as a solo meditation album that I have with the Crystal Singing Bowls as well. And we're certainly in the time and space where I feel that everyone could benefit from a little extra self-care time and time to really go within, to ask yourself, what is it through all of this that is here to help me access the highest version of myself? Oftentimes it can feel like things just happen to us. We didn't ask for them. And I like to say that it's easier to go through life when we see things as happening for us versus things happening to us. There's less of this blame, shame, guilt piece involved when we use that type of language. And when something's happening for you, it means that there's an opportunity in there somewhere for you to take inventory and notice what's useful, what's not useful. This time that we've all had for ourselves has really, shown people the value and the benefit of having time to just be. It's not always pleasant and comfortable when you're so used to doing, to have that time to just be. But many great things can happen when you give yourself that gift, that time to just focus on being present with no real agenda or plan. Excuse me. So, for today's meditation, I wanted to see if we could take a moment and connect to the frequency of the element of earth. Earth is an element that represents and embodies that which nurtures, nourishes, and supports us. That sense of home, that sense of belonging. And when I talk about home, I mean home as an essence and the feeling surrounding it, not necessarily the structure or the place. I had a teacher once say to me that, we grew up, at least I grew up in a time where most homes had a little decorative piece on the wall that would say, home is where the heart is, home is where the heart is. And she came up on the stage to start her portion of the teachings, and she let things just become silent for a few seconds. We all know how comfortable that can be. And she followed it by saying, your heart is your home. Your heart is your home. So for this meditation, we're going to bring our awareness and our attention to our heart space. Okay? And so whatever position you're in right now, comfort is key as much as you can. Allow yourself to breathe often, breathe deeply, and don't worry about your thoughts wherever they may go. Just let them be. It's okay. But it can help to have your hands resting, one or both resting over your heart. And we're going to use that placement of our hands to help us form a bridge or a connection to this field of our heart. So just go ahead and allow yourself to take a nice deep breath in and out. And just feel that connection to your heart space, okay? Maybe you can even feel the beat of your own heart. Notice the warmth. Just bring all of your collective attention and intention to this space. And imagine breathing into and out of this heart space. As you breathe in, you feel just a gentle, subtle rise in that area. And as you exhale, you feel things start to settle back. And just like the waves at the beach, this very natural, organic rhythm of breath coming in and going out. Bringing awareness to your heart space. And as we continue to keep our awareness over our hearts and in our heart, I invite each and every one of you to notice what it is that you're grateful for in this moment. What's the first thing that pops in your mind? Whether you think of a person, a place, or a thing, just hold that image and that thought in your mind while still feeling that connection to your heart. As we notice what we are grateful for, see if you can notice the feeling of gratitude and deep appreciation as you hold that thought in your mind and feeling in your heart. And imagining that feeling of gratitude expanding and moving through every part of your body now, filling every space, bathing every cell. And hear yourself say, I am grateful. Thank you. I am grateful. It's okay if your mind is thinking of other reference points of gratitude. Just allow that to be. You can now imagine that field of gratitude as it expands through your body, extending outwards, connecting to the person next to you, in the same room as you, in the same building as you, or maybe in the car. And this is something we can practice at any moment, connecting with our breath to our heart, feeling gratitude for whatever shows up, no matter how big or small. This is part of the experience known as the Heart Coherence Technique. Thank you. I am grateful. I am grateful. And if you are inclined to join me in the practice of chanting, we're going to chant the word love. And we're going to chant it 5 times. And with each chant, you imagine that intention of love starting within with the first chant, sending love to all aspects of you, past, present, and future, and then gradually expanding that love to your space, your home, your land, your state, the country and the world, the universe, as far as you can imagine your love expanding and extending to, which is infinite. Blessings. In times where we have more questions than we have answers, let us choose love. Let us choose trust and surrender that all that is happening is to help heal that which needs to be healed and bring each of us to the highest level of our awareness, of our existence, for our highest good and the highest good of the collective. Blessings to each and every one of you. And thank you for supporting and sharing these offerings. It's an incredible gift to see the reach that each of us has through our social media and other ways as well. And so please, as a reminder, remember to do your part as best you can to see how this is of use to you, this experience that we're all in, is what I'm referring to. And to take the time to give thanks as often as you can. The more you can practice the attitude of gratitude, the more you start noticing things that you can be grateful for. And so that can be a challenge when you first notice that which you're not grateful for. So just make it a practice as best you can. Practice it with your family and friends. Set it yourself an intention to do 10 things each day that you're grateful for, and try not to repeat that list the next day and the next. So thank you so much for watching. You can access all my other sound meditations through my website, and I look forward to offering more different types of sound offerings as time goes on. Thank you so much. Journey well.